10 seconds, and then at each other.
Okay.
And then that update. Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching today. We are in Silicon Valley and we're speaking with some of the best and brightest companies in the area. On our program is Scott Wharton, the CEO of Vidtel. Scott, welcome to the show.
Great, thanks for having me.
So we go back to the days of when you were at Vocal Tech.
Yeah, mid-90s, long time.
When you really helped launch voice over IP to the world.
And now moved on to video conferencing, the next thing.
So tell us what's happening.
So we're doing really well. We're continuing to focus on the small, medium business market for cloud video services. And what we found is there's still a huge gap in between Skype and other PC clients on the low end and the super high-end systems for enterprises. And people want to be able to have it easy to use, and they don't want to buy all the servers and figure it out. And they want any-to-any, this concept we've created. So the idea of you can call any device, anytime, any standard. And that's going really well for us.
So let's go through how the service works. What's the monthly cost for the service?
So we mostly sell through channels.
You do, okay.
So we basically sell a video dial tone-like product called Vidtel Connect.
Because before, it was a consumer, and then you moved up. You moved up market, right?
Right, more to SMEs.
Okay.
So the connectivity fee is more like a phone service.
Okay.
So one of our channels, for example, we announced the deal with InFocus. So they were the leading projector company, and now they moved into the video conferencing market. And they're selling our service for $295 a year. So for $25 a month, you get registration, firewall traversal, and unlimited HD video calling. It's a pretty good deal. You don't need to buy tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars of servers. And then they sell a Meet Me bridging service. So any device can be Polycon Tamberg life size and focus, or Skype or Google calling in from PCs or tablets. And it's basically at or the same price as the maintenance of buying a Cisco or Polycom bridge. So
wow.
It's pretty compelling.
So I had tested your service a few times, and I use a Grandstream phone. What sorts of devices are you supporting nowadays?
Yeah, we've moved light years away from that. So we're really focusing on the main enterprise-grade systems. So primarily Cisco, Polycom and Lifesize, Sony, but also InFocus, standards that people know in the industry like Counterpath. But we've also built some proprietary technology so that if you're using, let's say, Skype or Google Gtalk, you're able to connect in so you can be on your laptop or your tablet or your mobile phone, and you could connect to these high-end Roon systems no matter what device you're on.
So since we've spoken last, Skype has been purchased by Microsoft. How does that affect your or I should say the SMB video market?
Well, I think it's affected us in a number of ways. One is that I think it's validated the video conferencing space. A lot of people look at that $8.5 billion price tag and say, wow, if Microsoft's willing to pay that much, then there's a lot there for video. And I think it's also reinforced the idea that Skype is still largely Skype to Skype. And as people are starting to use that more and more, they're saying, can I get something better? Or if I get something better, can I have it backward compatibility with Skype? So the fact that we're one of the few out there that can do that has brought a lot of interest and visibility to what we're doing.
So from a competitive standpoint, do you see yourselves going against companies like a Lifesize? Is that how we should think of your company, or is it different?
Well, the market's getting a little bit more muddy today. I mean, in general, we're not competing with the equipment manufacturers because they're making devices, and they largely sell it to large enterprises that put it on the premises. So we're really more going after people that want to have a service. So they'll buy different endpoints, could be Lifesize, and then if they want to have a service that really connects anybody to anybody else, and then they'll have to buy all those servers and manage them. So we're competing more with a lot of emerging service providers that offer some kind of cloud video conferencing solution, and better than the free stuff, but less expensive than the super high-end managed MPLS type dedicated solutions for boardrooms.
Yeah, I've met a few of them recently. They seem to be, like you said, there's a bunch of them emerging. That's a hot market. Cloud video seems like it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think just like in the early days of VoIP, where you had a big gap between free PC clients and super high-end enterprise systems, there are going to be a bunch more services in the middle. I think the thing that's different about video from voice is that with voice, you could plug into the regular phone network and call anybody in the world. In video, it's still plagued with interoperability issues,
right,
and different standards, and the standards seem to be even getting worse. More players coming out that are proprietary or limited to their own solutions. So the fact that we could bring these all together and kind of make it easy for people to do that, we're getting more and more interest in that. Because not everyone's going to be in a conference room. not everyone's going to be in their PC, and sometimes you want to have that mix.
So if you can just, in summary, give me the bullet points. I'm a company looking for video solutions. Why do I call your company instead of the others?
So if you want to be able to have high-quality, business-grade video conferencing, but you don't want to spend tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in servers, and you want to get 80% of the performance at 10 to 20% of the price, we're a great solution that we can not only give you a breakthrough price performance with very good quality, but you don't have to invest in all the infrastructure up front and the IT resource and capability. On the other side, if you want something better than just using your PCs for best effort, we can give you much better quality. And then finally, we can connect it all together. So sometimes you're on a PC, sometimes someone's in a conference room with 10 people. If you're in a conference room, you don't want to huddle around the computer. So you want to be able to have that mix of conference room, executive system, PC, mobiles, and bring it all together. And sometimes you're calling with different people in different companies that have different equipment with different standards.
Right.
So you don't want to tell them to throw out their equipment and buy something new. So we have the ability to take whatever you have and make it work together.
So I'm unclear, one thing, thank you for all of that,
Sure.
but I'm just unclear, when you say 80% of the performance, I just think of compression. What do you mean by performance? Video quality, compression?
So we're not trying to compete with the $250,000 boardroom
So not
systems.
telepresence, right, so got it.
Yeah, it's not the 3-screen immersive telepresence, but the service that we can provide is almost as good as that, but at a fraction of the price.
Okay, and you bring your own TV and you're fine with it?
Exactly.
And what's the resolution?
It can be
HD, you said?
Yeah, it's HD. It can be HD.
So is that 720?
720p
Okay,
mostly.
720p.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks for being on the program.
Great. Thanks for having me. Great to see you again.